Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Cancer. If Cancer is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What do these tea leaves have in store? All right, so it looks like we have two main groupings here. And not a lot else going on up here. So we will have to see. Okay, so I want to go ahead, I want to pull up the card that I pulled for this reading. It is from the Young Tarot, which is by Robert Wang, and this is the Three of Cups, okay? And I know it has a different, it's like every deck has its own meanings and relations and attributes and things, but I basically go off of just the Thoth deck because that's what I've been learning. That's where I feel comfortable. That's what speaks to me. But so in the Thoth deck, this would be related to abundance. Okay. And that's where we're going to go with this. I think that this reading from even before I started it, I feel that this is going to be a really emotional, fruitful, exciting, lovely time for you, Cancer. Okay, so this one, let's go with this formation right here. Okay, and in this position, it looks like a bicycle or maybe like a little motorbike. Okay, and what this makes me think of, immediately what came to mind is like one of those 70s Italian kind of romantic movies where they're driving around on their little moped or their little motorcycle, going to the beaches. You know, it's all like very kind of quiet and muted. The language is beautiful. There's, you know, young people in their prime, spending their days together, falling in love. And this is kind of the feeling that I have. It feels like just a, you know, it's like when you are a kid and when you're a teenager and you start the first day of summer and you know, you like are working somewhere or whatever you're doing with your time and you meet somebody and you fall in love and you know, you have this long time spread out ahead of you, all of these days of just kind of leisure and roaming and you know, just getting to know each other and no pressures or responsibilities and everything is lovely, right? Very idyllic, very kind of, you know, a very romantic mind constructed this. And so I feel that you're just really in this place, you're aligned in such a way where there really is an abundance of emotionality, of love feelings, of really feeling affectionate, having a lot of adoration, devotion, you know, really feeling moved to honor that, but also to be vocal about it, which is really kind of usually, and I know this is, you know, aligned with Cancer, this card. So it is about the communication skills of Cancer, but usually and this ties into the last reading I did for you all. Cancer is wonderful at expressing their ideas, their visions, even their emotions, but usually indirectly, usually through writing, artwork, you know, whatever it is that they can get it done without having to kind of be face to face with their feelings and expressing them and uttering them and all of that. Okay, so for whatever reason though, you Cancer are in this alignment where you are feeling so moved that you are, you know, ready to kind of be brave and make those sacred utterances. I feel that there's almost just like a dreamy quality to this kind of, it's almost like feeling enchanted, you know, just in a place of splendor with one another. Okay, and you want to say how you feel, and usually that would, you know, that would be pretty outside of your character, but you know, we all know beneath the kind of serious, maybe a little grumpy exterior, you know, Cancers usually seem to be in need of a lot of praise and worship and honor, and want to feel safe and, you know, have a lot of loyalty and just to be unconditionally loved, but also embraced and supported, right? So I feel like all these things are kind of coming together for you. Okay, and then I want to, please stop, cat. This cat, I love her, but she just won't let me be sometimes. She knows I'm not wearing, we're into short season now, so she can scratch my legs up and get my attention a lot easier. Okay, so this one's interesting. It looks kind of like a chicken person. I'm trying to decide, like, what are they holding? It almost looks like they have some kind of music box. That's what I'm thinking of, like they're playing some kind of music. And I feel like this is kind of, I feel like it's almost like the silliness. There's like a silliness, just kind of, it feels like a character in a cartoon, but like very kind of endearing, you know, and just kind of really having fun and uninhibited right now. Really just like, I'm sorry, you guys. Anyways, she just chose right now to tear something up. Okay, that's all right. Do you, kitty cat? Do you, TT? So just kind of like this really like uninhibited, just really like fully out of your shell. Okay, I think that there's just like a playful silliness, not worrying how you look or, you know, people are kind of experiencing you. But I think the thing though is that they are like delighted to see you acting this way. And there's kind of this like merriment, glow, kind of, you know, like what you would think of somebody who is in that like happy honeymoon period or something like this, okay? And then I see we have an arrow, okay, being shot. And so I think that there is this sense of love. Now, is this romantic love? I mean, you know, you might think so. It does. I don't know many other kinds of love besides maybe having a child that would bring you outside of yourself this much. You know, when you have a child and you fall in love with them, you'll do anything to, you know, make them happy, make them smile, make them laugh, and, you know, express your love to them. And so this could be kind of that, but it also feels like this maybe really kind of is more of a romantic kind of experience. And I also kind of get that vibe because of this flower. And this flower very much looks like, and I was trying to think just as I was talking about this, what is this flower? My acquired mother, she grows them, and they're kind of a tropical flower. They have the long, what is the name? The long thing with all the, what is it called? It's not septum, it's something. It's like it has all of the, Jesus, what is it called? I can't even think of it. I've lost it. I'm sorry. TT, do you know? Anyways, they're beautiful. They're tropical. They, I know that she grows like pink ones. She has light pink and like these really beautiful like fuchsia color ones. They remind me of like Hawaii and all the clothing that they used to, that was so popular in the 90s that had like all the pretty flowers on them. And anyways, pollen, that's what it was. I was trying to think, oh, the pollen that's on them. Okay, there we go. My brain's had to jumpstart. I've been in the sun all day. We were planting flowers in the backyard, my daughter and I. So it was my first day outside doing yard work since the winter. I mean, we've done some things, but the first day where it was warm and we were running around and directly in the sun. So I feel zapped and you'll have to forgive me. Anyways, so I think this flower, because of course it is kind of like, it has a bit of the, you know, symbolism of the yoni or the lingam, and kind of that sacred feminine. And so it feels that this could be, you know, also a very like sexual energy flowing through alongside a great feeling of adoration, almost to the point where it's kind of like the beloved. I mean, the size of this flower, it's fully bloomed, opened up, vulnerable, exposed, and in its, you know, peak as well. So it just feels that there's a great sense of this love, adoration, sense of a beloved, really just, it's thriving, so much alive through this whole scenario. And okay, just take it. No, the cat's trying to fight the pointer out of my hand. Okay, take it. Take it. All right. Okay, let's see. So I want to turn this a little bit. I want to see. The absurdity of it all. Okay. We have this H, and we have another. It looks like kind of an uppercase H and a maybe like a lowercase H. Okay, so I'm sorry. We're gonna cut this together. I had to throw the cat out. Love the cat, but we had to shut the door. She was rolling that pointer thing, my pointer around on the floor, and I I just couldn't anymore. Okay, so I wanted to look at the H and the H. Okay, so we have a double H. One looks like an uppercase, one looks like a lowercase. The lowercase kind of immediately made me think of Saturn. Okay, although it's not the full symbol, but just the way that it's laying, it made me think, especially because we're talking about Cancer, there's always just even a drop of tempering going on. That, you know, as much as you can be blooming, being receptive to the bloom of your beloved, you know, having this love affair, you're out there on your little motorbike on some Greek Isle or whatever, having the time of your life, there's always an element of melancholy, you know, always. It's always just there, and that's okay. I think that's just part of your makeup, really. And you know this, and I don't think it, you know, it just, everything is a little bit more tempered for you. And I know that you know. I also think that when you don't receive exactly what you want from somebody else, when you have this, you go through these big emotions, right? Suddenly you're so in love. Suddenly you're so romantic. Suddenly you're, you know, being very verbal or showing affection or whatever. And it's kind of out of your regular behavior. If your partner or person or, you know, whoever is focused, your focus is with this love, although I do think they're receptive, but if they don't show equal or more kind of output to you or match your energy, let's say, I feel like it can make you feel like you're being rejected. But I don't think that it's about rejection. It's just about somebody catching up to where you are at. And also feeling out the situation to see what they might think you will be comfortable with. Because you are usually pretty reserved. You're usually like pretty skittish about most things, dealing with emotions. Or you are very stoic and, you know, they can say things to you or, you know, express their love to you. And usually it's, you know, pretty, you love them and they know you love them, but there's not a lot of, I don't know, I guess like there's not a huge like fireworks usually, right? It's just kind of like, yeah, a very stable kind of, you know, committed and consistent kind of love going on. And so I think that in this situation, you just have to kind of remember that this is, you know, you're really feeling this, you're really in it. And so, you know, just give your person or persons time to catch up to you. I also think that I think it's really important that when you're feeling like this is that you also fill some of the needs for yourself with a lot of self-love, activating these feelings in parts of yourself where sometimes maybe you are lacking in understanding, empathy, and in love for self, okay? I think that you should be indulgent with yourself. You know, I think that you should, you know, spend time doing the things that you want to do, obviously, but really going over the top, because you probably don't, you know, with your interests and your projects and work, you get hyper focused and you go all in on that. But when it comes to things like just the pleasures of life, things that you really enjoy, I think that it's easy. Those are things that you are definitely way more regimented about, and you know, you don't indulge deeply usually. And so I think that this would be a good time because you're just really feeling a lot of those kind of feel-good emotions. I also think that you should use this kind of wave to let other people know that you love them. You know, your mom, your dad, whatever. You know, the people that you care about. Just let them know while you're feeling like you have the bandwidth to do so. Go ahead and, you know, just do your once every 6 months I love you to your family members. Okay. And I kind of was just looking at this one, and it looks like, to me, it looks like a big head with its mouth open. Okay, it looks like it's almost kind of with its legs out. It looks like it's kind of like, I don't know, yelling, or it was cartoony, kind of cartoony, like this other guy over here. It almost looks like this guy, now that I'm looking at it a little bit pulled out, it looks like this guy is shooting this arrow into this one's mouth a little bit. And I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But I think that it really is this kind of this grumpy part of yourself is really getting slayed by this love, by the silliness and the love right now. But I also want to say that just looking at this, it reminds me of just kind of, how should I say this? It reminds me of like the little, and I'm trying to think what it was. It's like a commercial where there's like just little germs everywhere, or like little debris kind of built up. And I'm not saying that you're a messy person, Cancer, but I do know that Cancers get so into what they're doing that they can let things pile up a little bit. They can, you know, kind of skip over some of the regular maintenance stuff. So I think that this is a good time because you're out of your normal configuration, maybe not so into whatever you're working on right now. It's a good time to clean up your work area. Okay. And oddly, this is going to sound so bizarre, I'm sure, but I think that it's a good time, and this has to do with household gods, protectors. If you're not familiar with the concept, these are, in ancient times, there were things like gods for the doorways, the hearth, you know, different spaces in your house, basically, where there would be talisman, altars, you know, ointment. You would anoint them, cleanse them, move energy through them, whatever it is, whatever they were doing. But I do believe that you should focus on just general upkeep, checking out the water sources in your house, the pipes and things, and making offerings to the protectors of the waters that flow through your house. Okay, I don't know why, but I feel like it's a good time for you to do that, just to make sure everything, you're not missing a little leak somewhere, something it hasn't started to rust, or whatever it is. Just generally, this is the time. Go and do it. Go check it out. Leave a little offering. You could, you know, put oil on your faucets, or, you know, leave a bowl of water next to on one of your sinks, or whatever. Whatever it is that you would maybe on the back of the toilet. I don't know. If you have an animal like me, you have to be careful where you leave bowls of water. But yeah, so find some kind of offering to make to the water protectors of your home, okay? Let's see. I just want to look a little bit. I was looking at this one and it looks like a turkey to me. And what does that bring to mind for me? Kind of just that someone is always looking for you. Okay, let's take a look over here. We don't have a lot. We have 3 and 3, so we have 6. We have 6 moving pieces. And I kind of just envision you. It's interesting because I kind of am this vision of you kind of just under your favorite tree. And you're a Cancer, so I know you have a favorite tree. And just, I feel like for some reason this is kind of like part of like the source of your power, of where this love energy is coming from, this place. And I feel like all of this that's going on with the feelings that you're having, the love, the outpouring of love, I feel like this is a good cause for building a new shrine or altar as well. If you keep either or both in your home or somewhere around your home, I think it would be interesting to either build, like maybe if you had like a replica of your tree, or to build a non-invasive kind of votive place for the tree, or be beside the tree, under the tree. Okay, don't go carving into your tree or doing anything detrimental to it, harmful or traumatic, but yeah, I think this is a good time to work on something like that. Yeah, other than that, I think that is our reading tonight. And hopefully this thing's not cut up too much because that cat is driving me nuts. All right. I thank you for your time. I'm always so appreciative of your attention, and just all of the love that each and every one of you send out, just by being here and sharing that time and energy with me. I am always honored to bring these messages to you. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it helps me get into the algorithm. And that's helping us grow the channel together. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing so. You can hit the little bell and it will let you know when the next videos are coming out. We're on a schedule where everybody is getting, each sign is being read once a week. And yeah, so each sign is being read once a week. Between now and the next reading for Cancer, you can watch your other placements, solar, lunar, ascendant / rising, and what are the other ones? Venus and cross watching. Okay. I didn't know what cross watching was, but apparently what it is when you watch the placements of your loved ones or your children, your partner, kind of see what is going on for them. Other than that, if you want to leave a comment, let me know how you're doing. Let me know what's going on with you. I love all of the interactions that we have. It really helps me. It helps me have the heart to keep on going. I'm not a vain creature, but like I need a little bit of love here and there to, let me know I'm doing okay so I can muster up the the will to keep going forward. No, I'm just kidding. I really love doing this, but I do like hearing from you. I like hearing, all the nice things that you have to say, of course. So anyways, I thank you, and we will talk again real soon.